Good morning, everyone, from the beautiful island of Siargao, where it is a lovely day. Just finished up eating breakfast over here at the Cat and Gun. I think tourism is down, guys. It is down. I think one person came in for a coffee. Usually this time of the day, morning, usually quite a few people. But tourism is down. I'm going to come down the road here. I want to check something out. All right, you know, they do motorbike rentals all through here, but I want to get a price, ask them what is required to rent a motorbike here. And I'll explain something I seen earlier today where I was like, wow, this is crazy. Hello, my friend. These are all rentals, huh? The Fazio and Beats. Fazio, is that how you say it? Fazio. What are they, 125s? 125 or 150? 125. 125 cc. All right, 125. Hello. Magkano to rent per day?
It's depend how long.
Say per day. Say per day.
1 day only?
Say 1 day only. How much?
500.
500 for 1 day.
Yeah.
What if I rent for a week?
For a week, what kind of motorbike?
Say a Fazio.
Fazio, I'll give you 400 per
400 for a week. Okay. What do you require? Do you require a driver's license?
Yeah.
Just a driver's license?
Yeah.
Passport or anything?
No.
Just a driver.
Just only a picture.
So a picture of your driver's license. That's all that's required. Okay. All right. Good enough. I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Getting prices. All right. How is business slow? Is it busy right now?
No, it's
slow.
Little.
Yeah.
Now it's no tourist.
I think that's everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hopefully things will pick up, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Was it like this last year at this time?
This time.
Last year at this time was okay.
Yeah, but this
Much worse this year. Well, we hope things pick up for people that rely on tourism, right?
Yeah.
All right, Ati.
The plane ticket is very expensive.
That's what I hear. They're saying the plane tickets are very expensive to come here. That's what I hear. Well, hopefully that'll go down.
This coming September, we have
Yeah. Well, that's when they have their surfing competition. So
October.
Yeah. So hopefully more people come for that.
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so. All right, Ati. Salamat.
Okay, welcome.
All right, 500 pesos per day for a week. 400 pesos. I'm not going to run around the island and get prices on everything. I'm sure you can wheel and deal right now because tourism is down. However, you never know. But I seen something this morning I want to talk to you guys about that I was like, wow. Hang on, I'll talk about it. You guys, check this out. I just see, when we were sitting having breakfast, Lutz spotted this riding down the road. And here it is parked alongside the road. Now, you don't see many jeepneys here, like your city jeepneys that you see all over the Philippines. So, however, this is a custom jeepney. Check it out. Naya Palada Hideaway is on the side here. But check this out. Check it out. This is crazy. It's like a jeepney limousine. Of course, there's where your driver sits and everything. Got some hand lotion there. The top is all, I don't know what you call that, like weaving and everything. I'm not going to step in here. The floor is a wooden type floor. But check it out. It's like limo style. You got your seats here. You can hang out. I'm sure you probably could rent this out or through the resort. But really nice, huh? They got umbrellas here for when you travel. I don't know if there's air conditioning in here. There may be. Nice radio. Looks like a radio. But isn't that cool? You ever see a jeepney like this? Skate patch in the back. Big open area in the back so you can bring coolers and food and everything like that. But I figured I'd show you this. This is definitely one of a kind. I've never seen a jeepney like this. Let me kind of go around and it's a nice shape. It's really nice shape, huh? There's your exit door. We do a fire drill. Remember the fire drills you did when you were in school? But check it out. Nice looking. Custom rims. Pretty cool. I'm going to roll around here to the front. Stainless steel front. Here's another shot of the driver's seat here. Pretty nice looking jeepney. Never seen one like this before, right? That's cool looking. I like that. That is a cool. Let me get a good shot here. That is a cool looking jeepney. I know I said I wasn't going to run around the island getting prices, but I'm clear on the other side of the island. All right. First place was down past Cloud 9. The second place is more up towards the heartbeat of General Luna here. They have Facios here also. They also do car rentals and everything. But my question is, how much are the Facios per rental? These seem to be very popular here. You see a lot of people riding around on Facios. But let me go inside. Let me get a price and let you know. All right, guys. So going price seems to be all over the island here. The Facio here, $500 per day. Per week, if you go for a week, it's $400. They require a driver's license, a photo of a driver's license, no passport, anything like that. But that's it. That seems to be the going price. And I was talking to the gentleman in there, and he's like, yeah, he goes, he's got all these bikes on payments, businesses and payments. And he goes, with tourism being down, he goes, don't matter. He said Yamaha's saying, hey, we need our payment. So, like I said, it's a crazy thing right now. But these are nice little scooters. Every time I see them riding down the road, I say to myself, yep, tourists. And of course, they rent the vehicles here. I'd even ask about the vehicles, how much they get per day or anything like that. So there it is. Like I said, I'm going to share with you a story. Something I observed today. I was like, oh my God, you gotta be kidding. All right, guys, so let me begin by saying I apologize for the setting. We went down to the boulevard this evening. I was going to wrap up this video and do my little exiting of the video down there with the beautiful ocean and everything like that. And it just started pouring. So we grabbed something to eat. The rain subsided a little bit, and I said, we are out of here. So once again, I apologize. We're in our little studio apartment here. And anyways, let me get into what I was saying earlier about something I seen today. All right. Guys, do yourself a favor. All right. Do yourself a good favor. If you're coming to the Philippines for your own safety, if you have never ridden a motorbike in your life, do not attempt to make the Philippines your first place you're going to ride a motorbike. As you guys seen earlier, the only thing they ask you for is a driver's license. They don't care if you have a motorcycle endorsement on it. They don't care. It's all about getting your money. They want to make sure you have a driver's license. When you come to the Philippines and you convert your driver's license over, if you're going to be here in the Philippines, they will honor any endorsement on your driver's license. I had a motorcycle endorsement from Pennsylvania. When I converted my license over to the Philippines, they gave me that endorsement. From what I'm told, unless they change it, and somebody knows more than I do, any endorsement, if you have CDL, all that. Guys, do not come to the Philippines or for real, any country on vacation and be like, I'm going to try to ride a motorcycle. Riding a scooter and a motorbike is completely different than riding a bicycle. You got a lot of moving parts. You got a lot of people around you. Which brings me to the story, all right? Guys, in no way, shape, or form am I here to say that women that ride motorcycles shouldn't be on motorcycles. They don't know how to ride. No. There are some women here, Filipino women here, that can ride a scooter. They can ride a motorbike. There are women back in the States that I know for a fact they know how to ride a motorcycle. So I am not bashing women and riding motorcycles. I'll get that clear. Anyways, this morning we were sitting having breakfast, and I noticed these three women walk by, tourists. I don't know, I would say late 20s, maybe early 30s. And they walked by, and we were watching them. Then they went up to the motorcycle place to rent a scooter. The very first place in my video, they went there and they rented a scooter. So the one girl hopped on the motorbike, drove it down in front of where we were eating, and parked it. So it's like, all right, this girl knows how to ride. All right. So she was given instructions to the other girl. I could watch her. I could see her. Turn signal, brakes, put your kickstand up, push the start button, hold in your brake handle, and it'll start up. And she was giving her a rundown on how to run a motorcycle. All right. Girl got on it, put the kickstand up, started the motorcycle. All of a sudden, she started going forward. She almost hit a tree. All right. I'm like, whoa. Like, it is all I could do to be like, oh, hey, let me give you a little bit of word of wisdom. Don't make this your first place to ride a scooter. So they, she got a crash course on how to ride. And, she pulled out. She didn't even look. Like, she didn't even look to see if there was a scooter coming the other, in the direction that she was pulling out of. Oh, so she gets up the road, maybe 10 feet, and she's on the berm, and she almost hits a truck, a little truck parked there. I'm like, oh, Jesus. The other girl that I knew how to ride a motorcycle, she hopped on her bike, and the other girl, there was three of them, hopped on the bike with her, and down the road they went. I'm like, oh my God, there's so many moving parts. I mean, here you've got people on other motorbikes. You got people coming out of side streets. You got people braking in front of you. You got to learn how to bounce. You got to learn how to lean. You got to learn the whole aspect of riding scooters. Now, granted, you're not going 80 miles an hour. It's not happening. You're going slow. But if you get into a little accident or something and you fall over or get thrown into an oncoming lane and somebody's coming down the road and boom, you could be seriously hurt. Like, you don't go on vacation and want to go to a hospital. You know what I mean? But oh my God, when I seen that, I'm like, wow. I hope I hope everything worked out for them. Nobody got hurt. But guys, don't do it. Don't do it. Like I said, riding a bicycle is completely different than riding a motorcycle. Yes, you have some balance there and everything like that. But when you're cruising down the road, 30 kilometers an hour, 20 kilometers an hour, and you don't know how to lean, and you don't know how to brake, and you don't know which brake you're supposed to brake from, and you're braking off the rear when you should be braking off the front, or you should be braking off of both of them, slowing down, it can be very dangerous. I'm telling you guys, don't do it. I know a lot of guys, oh, I can do it. Oh, whatever. I always said, there was a person that came to me, I won't say his name, and he said, hey, I want to learn to ride a motorbike. I'm like, okay. My suggestion would be get a license. He had a license, and on the license was an endorsement. Don't know how he got it. Anyways, I said, listen, go get a rental. Go get something small, like a 100, 125, something small. Start out small and just slow. Go slow. Nobody's going to care if you're going slow here in the Philippines because people go slow sometimes. Get used to those bikes. Graduate up. You know what I mean? But yeah, they will hand you a motorcycle here without an endorsement. Just the way it rolls. Something happens, hey, they gave me a license. I'm going to leave you with one more story. All right, I was told this story by someone. Somebody came to Angeles City. All right. They said, hey, I want to rent a motorbike. I was like, all right, here, I'll take you up to Nice Bike Rental, I think it was. Nice Bike Rental, Nice Guy Rental. There in Angeles City. Rented the motorbike, of course, gave him a license. And they don't take your license here. They will take a photocopy of your license. All right? They don't take your license. They don't ask you for a passport. Never hand over a passport, period. Never, ever, ever. Go around the motorcycle, make sure everything's not banged up, not dented up and everything like that. Take pictures, take video, whatever you got to do to protect yourself so you don't show back up and, oh, you ruined it. Well, no, I have proof. So anyways, he went and he got himself a motorbike. Started the thing up. Pulled out of the motorbike rental place. Throttled it. Shot straight across the road, down the embankment. All right? He's lucky no cars were coming in either direction. You know, he could have seriously been hurt. All right? He even did hurt himself. Wound up going to the hospital. I don't know if he broke his leg. He did something where he was on crutches. Now he's on vacation and he's on crutches. So guys, please do yourself a favor for your own safety. And you don't want to be sitting in a hospital because, you know, you thought you could do something that, like riding a bicycle. Don't do it. But I know it'll fall on deaf ears. It is what it is. I'm just telling you. Anywhere. And they will give you a helmet. Now, I know people yell at me, riding without a helmet, blah, blah, blah. Use a helmet, especially if you're not experienced. So anyways, guys, that's my story right there. And once again, I apologize for this background and the lighting. I only have one light up here. I wanted to give you a beautiful setting, but weather wouldn't allow it. So anyways, guys, leave the comments below. Let me know what you think. Let me know your experience if you traveled. So with that being said, we shall talk to you later.